My dear students, parents, teachers, and all the well-wishers, welcome back to another wonderful video. Whenever any old student come back to school, our hearts filled with a lot of joy and encouragement in the field of education. It leaps, jumps with joy and happiness. Today I do have a wonderful person, our old student. Way back 1999, when we started our first computer education and making preparation for the computer lab, those days the computers were brought to school in a rickshaw. When the rickshaw enters into the school premises with computers, these little boys used to run. I still remember, and when he said this experience, after more than 2 decades, I felt happy. The best things we give at St. John's. He used to run to those computers when they were placed in the lab. Their batch was the first batch when he was in 3rd class. We introduced computer education to him. That seed which is sown way back, now he is CEO of Vyobotics. His MS education, foreign education in the master's, research, PhD is totally funded and full of scholarship because of his passion towards the computer. And today, his head office at Singapore and his research and development at South Korea. He is a product of St. John's. He is not only making a wave in the field of AI, robotics, and computer science education, but also helping, aiding in innovations, new kind of technology, and uplifting the mankind. I'm happy and honored and humbled to introduce this young man to all my students, parents, teachers, and St. John's community today. Let us listen what he has to give for us, what he has, the wonderful experiences, the journey of his education in the field of robotics, which he named as Vyobotics. I introduce Chand, who is our old student and CEO of Vyobotics, to speak to you and share few wonderful thoughts with you. Be blessed.
Hello everyone, I am Chand Goody and I am an ex-student of St. John's. Maybe you might be thinking like I am more recent, but I am not. I have joined from LKG here and I have got like strong basics from like talking in English or even having the first education of for computer classes here. So in Tenali, like during that time, it is the first school where English is being spoken, and also they have got like computer classes for the first time, and this has given me like lots of like special abilities when I compared with other schools. So I feel like these are some of the stepping stones for me to know what the future is. And later on, I have got like many other opportunities, and wherever I go, like I used to speak somewhat like good in English than my friends. It's just because like I think it's due to all St. John's, because we always speak in English from the counter to everyone outside, like everyone speaks in English here. And I haven't seen any other school in Tenali where they speak completely in English. So that's one of the thing. And next thing for regarding the computer classes, like we have got lots of information during those days. Can you imagine maybe in 1999 or maybe like 2002, something like that, Already St. John's has started teaching computer classes for C language and C++ using NIT. And that's what I have learned during my BTech again. So St. John's is very well fast forward when compared to other schools. So when I joined my bachelor degree or anywhere, so I am always like ahead. So it made me like special. And later on I also got like many other advantages, due to the basics that I got from St. John's, I even worked for ISRO, DRDO, and later on I have got like fully funded master's degree, including living expenses, and later on I have joined like for my PhD in robotics, where even co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak, is a lab member. He's an adjunct professor there earlier, and also like I have got recognized as like top 200 researchers worldwide, and attended a meeting where we met Nobel laureates such as Vint Cerf, father of internet. So whatever I have been I have been here today in this position means like I always feel like it's due to St. John's. And next, right now I have started my company Weobotics, and we have main branch in Singapore and R&D in South Korea, and also like we are going to start in India like this month soon. So if someone asks me what's the best school in Tenali, so without a thought I just say like it's St. John's. And even after returning here, I was surprised like there's lots of improvement in St. John's under Annie ma'am and Suresh sir, and St. John's always surprises me with new things, new robots, like whatever they are using, everything is like always surprising. So I always encourage you to join, to make your kids join St. John's, and feel free to ask any questions to the St. John's management team. Thank you.
South Korea. He is first 200 top researchers of AI and internet in the whole world. Give him a clap. That's a great honor to my own student, and he started his computer education. We started at St. John's the computer education in 1999. You're not born, right? 1999. He has his hands on the computer in our old computer lab. He started learning the computer's basics, and C++ he learned in the school, and then he went for his higher education. Then again, because of his passion towards the computer science engineering, he again exposed himself for that C++ in his graduation, in his BTech. Then when he was doing so fast, all were asking him, how come you know all this? We learned way back in our school. So thanks to St. John's for making such products. Now, his wife, she is also a computer science engineering BTech from Anna University, Tamil Nadu. She helps, and also she has her own research program. So both of them are going to introduce some good quality computer education, robotics all over the world. Today, I'm happy to introduce this couple to you. And now, without much delay, I hand over to Shah.
And Steve Wozniak is the doer. So Steve Wozniak, he implemented the systems like the first MacBook, like systems and everything, computer, all of the stuff. So after that, like he came out of the company, so he sold his shares and he came out. So whatever, like Steve Wozniak is still alive, and he is also our lab member. Like he is the adjunct professor in our university in Australia during that time. So I am like it's very nice to meet him, Steve Wozniak, in the in my lab, and uh, and I have explored like different robots, different things. If you need any help in the future, whatever it is, you can feel free to contact Annie ma'am. Like Annie ma'am can also like contact me like if you need any suggestions, or if you need any letters like recommendation letter. Like for example, you want to apply for your bachelor studies for abroad, you need any kind of recommendation or something, you just contact Annie ma'am, and Annie ma'am can say me, and I can directly provide you. And it can be an advantage for your career, like for your admission process. So this is one of the talk that I was giving. So this is my website. If you need more information, you can also check it. So there is one important thing. Like, how do you think I know any awards, or like how can I apply, or what can I do? So how do you think I did that? Any ideas? So okay. So how I did? So somewhere else, like in the news, or you can be saying in your friend's area, like someone got it, like someone you're super senior, whatever it is. So you see him like he got something. Then just by seeing that, I will just search that in Google, and then I will be like thinking whether I can apply for it in the future for the scholarship or funding or whatever. Then I will save it to the Google Calendar app. So I will be saving it for the next year. Like right now is 2023, so next 2024 the application will open at that point of time. So I will just open at that time again. So then automatically on particular day when the application is open, you will get a message. Like you will get a pop-up on your mobile saying, hey, you have to apply for this. So then just open and then apply. So I used to apply like that as many as I can, doing many things. So that's why finally like I found out like many kinds of things, like many kinds of scholarships, many kinds of fundings in that way. And also so for example, this is like my awards. Like I even gave a talk at MIT, US, and Nobel Prize winners. Yeah, so here there are many awards and other things. So what you can do is, so when you visit such kind of website, like not only mine, any other, you can search for the event name in Google and then save it for your future. Okay, then you can also apply. But it's not like now immediately because you're still in the school age, but immediately from the 11th standard. So that's why never ever think like you can't do it. So I am also like from the same school. I studied here from LKG itself, and I got the first computer education here itself. Like we used to even play games in the computer lab in those days. Yeah, because like some people they didn't come and they said like you can also play games like math games, something like that. So we used to play here. So this one gave me like lots of base. St. John's School too. So today I'm here. It's also because of St. John's, and many thanks to Annie ma'am. So she's also our teacher. Yeah. Yeah. So do you have any doubts that I can solve?
Anyone, any doubts, children? Anything about the AI? But he can, because he passed through that stage. Yeah. Any entrepreneurship, business.
Find the investor is also like I have seen the food. How that find the investor?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
finding an investor. So let's say Annie ma'am is like the investor. So I just went. Hey ma'am, can you invest in my company? I will ask like this. She'll just say like, what? How can I invest you in your company? So it's very like, your idea is not good, like your profile is not good, something like that. Like she'll be saying something to me. So we should follow the opposite one. So what I did is, I have attended like many competitions before, like business competitions or general like any kind of competition. I just entered. So I have won few competitions, few I got like a finalist. Then I have improved my profile. Improved my profile that I have went to many countries fully funded. Just like they gave me money to go to that country and give a talk, like what I am doing. So it's like that. So then after getting like lots of things, what happened? Media is there, right? So when we achieve something big, like I have achieved like something big means to
I would like to
donate.
interfere here, 1 minute, because you may slip off this. Just tell them how many countries you've been to, how many times your visa was stamped just for your talks and your, sharing the knowledge. Tell them that.
Yeah, so it is like last time I was applying for my visa, so they asked my previous journey. So I myself like got shocked, like it was almost like 57 countries. So I was just going, moving.
So at this age, he went to 57 places all over the world, 57 countries. His visa was stamped. You just imagine what is his future. I can imagine what is his future. A big hand clap for
Thank you very much. So how can you also get this kind of opportunity like visiting other countries in this thing? So you just have to improve your profile from the bottom. So attend some competitions like small things. It doesn't matter, whatever it is. But if you become like a winner there, so you can add on to your profile, and at one point like everything will increase. So for example, like even I being in St. John's, I used to be like a ranker from my childhood. So I used to have like many St. John's certificates with the red badge, green badge, like flag as a final.
first rank, second rank.
Yeah.
And he was a class leader also for many years. Very strict class leader.
I used to take many students to Suresh sir, and Suresh sir in those days he used to punish. I don't know now whether Suresh sir is punishing.
Don't punish. We don't punish. we still have the care. We still have the care. I think some of the children experienced the care. Never? I used to care. Sir also uses the care.
Yeah, in those days. But to be honest, being strict is also more good for the students. So getting video like sometimes like will be more good. Yeah. So then I went to Anima. Hello, Mr. Anima, and then I showed my profile to her. So she'll be thinking like, wow, you even came to the media. So media is some of the hype. So she'll be saying, oh, so nice, like you even came in media and it's so nice, like you did this. So even though I say some bad idea also, like they feel like maybe I'm saying something good. You got it? For example, Elon Musk is there. Elon Musk, he was also doing like battery cars, right? There are already lots of battery cars, and also there are already lots of self-driving cars before earlier. But they are just investing in him. And recently Elon Musk bought Twitter, right?
Yes.
So Twitter, so do you think he bought Twitter with his own money, everything? Nothing. So he got money from I think like Dubai, some ship or something. Yeah. So he got money from there, he invested again, now he again bought Twitter. So when you get something, you just have to increase slowly, then automatically you can get. And when you go to the business competition mainly, then only you can find investor. So after pitching your idea, so you'll be pitching, okay, my robot goes like this, my idea is this, it can help people. So you'll be saying, right? So when you say this, then there will be somewhere investors around in the audience, because they will also be looking like who is the best guy, something like that. So then they will be automatically coming to you and they will say like, hey, can I invest? Like how much are you asking for, like 10% shares, something like that. That's one of the easiest way. But another easiest way is, there are two things. One is incubator and accelerator. So incubator means you have to apply with your idea to the incubator. So after the selection, they will help you to make your business idea more good and more perfect, and then they will only help you to find an investor. And accelerator, they will skyrocket your business to somewhat high, like to find customers and other things. So you can think, you can remember in your brain, incubator and accelerator, like business incubator and business accelerator. You can search in Google, you can find many. If you connect with at least one, then you can automatically meet investor. Because these incubators or accelerators, they have connection with investors. So just if they know you well, then automatically like when they say, okay, hey, I know him, this business is good, then automatically investors will invest. Yeah. So already started company. I have read some books, even like Steve Jobs, or like many other like who successfully ran their companies. So when I read their books, I felt like there are many things. I felt like I can also do something. Maybe I can give it right, but it is not easy. Yeah. And some of the biggest failure that I faced is, so after Australia, I have got some investor like in Singapore. So they have got like almost like around 30 lakhs Indian rupees. So which they gave it to showcase, to make our robot a little and to show. So we are working on service robot to help human beings. That is different than this. And exactly at the same time, COVID came up. So we can't even import things to Singapore. So they even stopped import stuff like everything from China. Like many of the things are from China. So we had to import some things from China. So we can't even get them back. So that was one of the loss, and then we can't make it up. But immediately soon we have got another we have won one competition from Singapore Management University, where we have got like almost around $60,000, something like that. Yeah. So then again we skyrocketed, and then we got like some more investors who joined our board to do some more work, and then now as of now everything is going well. And here in India we are starting the education like robots for the kids too. For example, so you have seen many robots, right? Maybe in the news and everything. So this is like Lego spike kit. So where you can just use this kit and then you can make any kind of robot you want. So you know the building sets, right? The Lego sets and everything. So these are just like Lego sets, and even you can make humanoid or any kind of thing with just your thinking. You can make any type. So we are launching this in India too, and people also came to know about that. So as many people came to know about that, many people are trying. So maybe in the long term, like if you try it going on, yeah, it's good. But you can't like stop in within like 1 year. Like you feel like you can't see any profits in 1 year. Like you shouldn't stop. So you should go on continuously. The main drawback for the drop shipping is you have to spend lots of time, because you have to source the product and then just place it up. Even though it's copy and paste, like it takes lots of time. And at one point, it's somewhat hard that you even have to hire employees to make that work. Yeah, but now, yeah, you can also give it a try. That's like easy thing to do, to kickstart it. You can try even at this age, it doesn't matter. If someone says to you, like this is not the right age, you just study, but you will be having some additional time, right? You can just focus on those things. But study, okay? Both together.
Educate, read. That is the major important task at this stage. That will help you.
Yeah, compulsory, don't forget your GPA. Okay? Your percentage matters a lot. So make your score too high. Okay? Yeah, you're asking something.
Sir, I want to start a space company. Is it a good industry to start for beginners, or is there any suggestions from your side?
Sure. So starting a space company is like a bit difficult, because they need like lots of funding. For example, recently I have one guy whom I know. He's based in Bangalore. Recently he got like lots of funding, and he says like 3,000 crore just for only using for one work, and he need almost like 30 times the money. So it is somewhat difficult, but he just finished his only bachelor's, and he didn't do anything. He just got money. You got it? He just finished his bachelor's and he got money. So if you have some brilliant idea, you can do it. And what he did is he's using like in space there is lots of junk, right? Like satellite and everything, lots of waste. So he's using some radars and some other thing in the space to make sure like they can't collide, and they are like safe for everything. So that was his idea, and right now like he's still like in this phase, like in the development phase. Yeah. So there's nothing. It is somewhat easy, like easy to get rich, because only like little number of people are there. But these days there are many who are uploading their products online. But if you have something like unique product, like which can be useful. So the good example is you can. There is some website, I actually forgot about that. So you can keep track what Amazon people are buying more, or what Alibaba people are buying more for the drop shipping guy. Yeah. So you can keep track of that, like what products are being bought in India more. You can track that. There is some sort of like a search in Google, I forgot the name. So based on that, you can just import from China, and after importing from China, you can just send everything to Amazon. Like Amazon has a warehouse, because they want to provide you fast shipping. So everything can be sent to Amazon. So there is nothing for you to keep them everything in your home, like everything, oh yeah, I should send this, nothing like that. Send everything all once to Amazon, and Amazon will be taking care of the delivery process. My CGPA was only like 74, because JNTU in those days we have like different system where above 70% is considered as distinction. So wherever I applied, I directly got a rejection actually, like in some places, because they say like your percentage is less. So then I came upon one idea, because on my certificate is written as distinction. So distinction in the sense it's like the top 10. So that's why from then I started writing only my grade is distinction. So from then whoever sees my certificate like, oh, he is distinction, I think good guy. But when I say like 74, they feel like, oh no. And due to this is only like not only myself, like in those days, above 70 itself is a high percentage.
That's what. That
Yeah.
is the point I would like to add.
Yeah.
He's from JNTU Kakinada through government seat, and those days 74 is equal to 94 these days.
So now,
That is what is the education evolves every time.
so even JNTU Kakinada also adopted new things, like they also made subjects like to some more internal marks. I heard they changed, and right now many people are getting like in 80s or 90s percentage now, because many people face these issues. Like if one goes to private university, they are getting like CGPA 9.8, even 10, 9.9, but government, they are like 74, 70, but in the foreign
No,
is very
no
different.
internals those
Yeah,
days. It's only a
So why does Sophia don't have hair? Can anyone guess? Huh?
There's no way.
Yeah, wig. Why? Why it is not having wig? So the main problem is the sensor, like they are on the top, so they just heating up. So at that moment when I went, like it is having some dust, like the sensors got heated up. It can even like go bad. So that's why they are not having like a wig. So that's a problem. And this is like some symptoms, and this is like pepper robot. And do you know like South Korea organized Olympics few years ago, I think 2018, something like that? Yeah. So this robot holds the torch, Olympic torch. And back of this robot, one man is sitting there, and then this robot will be giving the torch to this robot. And these robots dance during the Olympic event. You can search for like 2018 Olympics robot in South Korea. You can find this. And this was like for the robot competition. Yeah, you can see here. So this guy is windsurf. Does anyone know windsurf? Okay. So he's the anyone? Okay. So he's the father of internet. It's just because of him we are using internet today. Okay. So we are also learning him, and also this guy, John Hopcroft, and what he did is computer architectures, basic, and it's due to him we are using like computers. So you are using displaying here, it's all using him. Okay, so we also like met him. These are like treated as Nobel laureates because Nobel Prize is not given to computer science field. They have like some different prizes, but they are considered as like Nobel laureates. So we met there, and yeah. So this is me like winning various competitions, and then this is like in Australia. Australian media made a coverage about me, about my work, and also BBC and many other. So now you'll be thinking like, how can I code, what should I do, and everything. So this is how it works. So these are like blocks. So you just take it, place it, take it, place it, and then play. So as you can see, say hello world, it will work, finish. So this is done by MIT, and it's being used like worldwide. So this is called like Scratch. I think already like our school is too much advanced every time. Yeah. Yeah. And so now you'll be thinking humanoids, right? Oh my God, humanoid is too much difficult. How can you run a humanoid? It's very, very difficult, and it's a very big task, right? People will be thinking like this. There are already like once upon a time, if you want to build a robot, you have to build from scratch. You should get something from the outside, program, everything is difficult. But now, there's loss in the net. Like you can take something there and then try on your own, you just tweak the code. The only knowledge you need is tweaking the program, tweaking the code. So moving up and down, what happens? That, okay, go to the next, try other. So in that way. So this one is like, you can make humanoids, make them run, talk and everything. So this is what we also use for one competition, like in Australia, with the same real robot. So this can also be done directly in the simulation basis by you, not by me also. Yeah, so here it says like elephant, right? It's written like elephant. We just place a block here and then we just click the run and robot will be run like elephant. Oh, it makes like elephant sound. It bends and makes elephant sound. Yeah, so for example, like I've shown you, right? So this kit, this one will be having like lots of sensors in this way. So it just like plug and place, and everything is just only like building set. Maybe I can. So as you can see here, these are all like building set. So you can just do anything, just using them. It doesn't matter what thought you have, like what you want to make. You can even make a puppy. You can make a humanoid type, a small type. You can make anything. It doesn't matter. So like this. Yeah. So this is also like other robots. So you have seen like self-driving cars, right? You heard about self-driving cars.
Robotics to be introduced in the school because of the pandemic. It was delayed. So we were working with Tata ClassEdge. We were working with the QLearn concepts. We were working with, suddenly one fine day, a message popped in the official number saying that I am old student of St. John's, I am Chan. Can you please connect me to Animap? So the name has come up, and then I've seen them this, and I tried to look for a picture, tried to make out. Then I saw that small face in the class. I could visualize, oh, this Chan is now world-renowned CEO at the age. The last 10 years, you can think, see, he came this far. You can imagine last 10 years what he might have underwent in his life. So to come to this far, right? So I immediately connected, and then I was talking about the robotics and everything, and he said, very nice ma'am, that's what the today's generation is. We always, because he's the first one in the whole of Tenali Guntur Krishna district. St. John's is the first one to introduce computer lab with the NIT eGuru and C++. So that helped them a lot. So they can come back always and they can speak about volumes about their school. So even for the robotics, because we were having an NIT till the pandemic. Only pandemic time we dropped everything because pandemic online we can't accommodate. And NIT used to come down from Delhi only for St. John's. Because Vijayawada, Guntur, Tenali, nowhere, even Vizag, nowhere the NIT institutions. So that's how we expose our students. So I'm very happy and glad, children. And if anyone has any queries, any doubts, we have made one small nutshell video for the YouTube, so that in YouTube I'll share all his details in the description. Always it remains in the YouTube. Whenever at any point of your life, if you have to connect with him, you can always connect with him. The good connection is you are the students of St. John's. So always you can say, I am the student of St. John's, so kindly help me in this aspect. See, I am going up with, or this is what I have achieved. Any kind of information, any kind of support, any kind of detailing, he will be available for you. So thank you, children. You can say thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.